there is a lot of confusion actually among the sub-engineer aspirants that what is the syllabus that we have to prepare for, because if you see previous TRANSCO NPDCL, they are having almost similar syllabus. Again, when you talk about TS SPDCL sub-engineer, that syllabus was a little bit different. Okay, it was actually equal to ESET syllabus. And anyhow, we are already expecting a new some new sub-engineer notifications from TS GENCO like that. So what is the possible syllabus for GENCO? So is the GENCO syllabus going to be same as that it was for TRANSCO NPDCL and TRANSCO or TS SPDCL like that? So these are the questions coming. So basically I will just walk you through the previous notifications of sub-engineer and what was the syllabus given there. So for that purpose, I have taken comparison of some previous sub-engineer like TS TRANSCO 2018, AP TRANSCO 2012, okay, TS SPDCL 2016 and AP GENCO 2012. So that students from both Telangana and AP, they can understand which are the essential elements of their syllabus, what they can concentrate on, what they should leave. Basically, sub-engineer syllabus, when we talk about sub-engineer syllabus, here are the topics. See, machines is one topic, power systems is one topic, circuits is a topic, measuring instruments, utilization, electronics, installation estimation, and other topics are there like batteries, and GENCO specific topics are these and what. So basically these topics are GENCO specific only. You generally don't get to see in other exams also. Now when we talk about this present day generation students who are preparing for from the past 5 to 6 years, they have not seen any GENCO notification in sub-engineer so far. So they are confused as what could be the possible notification or syllabus for GENCO sub-engineer. So I have taken previous 2012 AP GENCO sub-engineer notification, and from that I have picked the syllabus whatever is there, that is there over here. So we will discuss what are the plus and minus, what are there, what are not there, that kind of things all we will be discussing now. So if you see here, first when we talk about machines, in machines generally we have these 5 topics. DC machines, transformers, induction machines, and in induction machines only we will study about single phase motor and commutator motors. Commutator motors means generally about scratch motor, this kind of motors only. AC series motors like that. And then you have alternators, or I can also write more specifically synchronous machine. Why? Because alternators is a generator, but synchronous machines are both generators and motors. Synchronous generators are alternators and synchronous motors. So synchronous motors. So up to here, DC machines, transformers, induction machines, and single phase induction motor, commutator motors, you see green here. That means this particular topic was there in all these exams. TRANSCO 2018 sub-engineer, AP TRANSCO 2012, just to compare AP and Telangana TRANSCO, okay. TS NPDCL, TS SPDCL and AP GENCO. So even in GENCO exams, TRANSCO or DISCOMs exams, up to single phase motor was there already. Earlier it was given. When you talk about synchronous machines, in TS TRANSCO 2018 and TS NPDCL, it was not asked. What I am telling? Recent TS TRANSCO, TS NPDCL 2018. In these both exams, synchronous machine was not there in the syllabus, whereas in earlier AP TRANSCO 2012, synchronous machine was there in the syllabus. TS SPDCL 2016 and AP GENCO 2012, you are having synchronous machines. So if you talk about upcoming possible notifications in Telangana, we are telling that there is possibility in TS SPDCL and TS GENCO. So if you talk about GENCO and TS SPDCL, if you go with the previous year trend, they were asking synchronous machine. So you should prepare for synchronous machine. You should not neglect. Okay, this is one area you have to keep in mind. Okay, and also talking about the AP guys in the AP power sector, AP GENCO or TRANSCO, we are expecting a good number of posts this year. So if you go with the previous AP syllabus, whatever is there, combined AP state, then they were asking synchronous machines. So in machines part, one doubt is there about synchronous machines. So this doubt I have cleared, that you have to prepare for synchronous machines at any cost. Next, we will come to power systems topic. So in power systems topic, For sub-engineer, what are the elements available? What are the subtopics means? You are having generation. In power system generation means you are having total power plant engineering, like you talk about thermal power stations, nuclear power stations, hydroelectric power stations. Apart from that, we have to study about economics of power generation, tariff, interconnected operation, grid operations, all these things are there. So these all are comes under power system generation. And when you talk about power system generation, this particular generation topic was not there recently in TS TRANSCO and TS NPDCL. You can see here red color mark. Okay, whereas in 2012 AP TRANSCO power generation is there, SPDCL 2016 TS is there, AP GENCO is there. So if you are going to write TS GENCO exam in coming soon in further days, definitely without power system generation you cannot expect the question paper for a GENCO recruitment. So power system generation will be there, and I'm expecting more deeper questions in power system generation for TS GENCO. So you have to prepare very well for power system generation. Next, fault analysis basics. So basics of fault analysis. So basically when you talk about fault analysis, we study about symmetrical faults and unsymmetrical faults. So introductional aspects about fault analysis and calculation and problems of symmetrical faults. What I am telling you, introductional aspects of fault analysis. Introductional aspects of fault analysis means basically you will study what is a short circuit, what is an open circuit, what happens when a short circuit will happen, what happens when an open circuit will happen, and what are the different types of short circuits. Okay, you have symmetrical short circuit faults and you have unsymmetrical short circuit faults. What do they basically mean, and which type of fault is more occurring and which type of fault is more severe, less severe, what is the percentages? These things are basic introductional aspects about faults basically. Okay, and calculation and problematic aspects of symmetrical fault calculation. So symmetrical fault calculation is little bit easy. So these are the topics which will be basically asked under analysis, fault analysis basics. So when you talk about assistant engineer AE syllabus, fault analysis will be much more depth. You will have to encounter with calculational aspects of unsymmetrical faults also, and it will be much more deeper also. For sub engineer, only basic aspects I am telling, basic calculations you must be able to do. So when you talk about fault analysis basic, this was there in basically TS TRANSCO, AP TRANSCO, TS NPDCL previous sub engineer exam. This element was there mentioned in the syllabus copy. Which topic, which type of questions were asked, that we will be discussing in this course anyhow, because I will be discussing all the previous year questions subject wise. You can refer to those videos. You can just subscribe to my YouTube channel, stay tuned to me, and turn on the bell icon, whatever it is there, so that you will be getting notification, because you will be getting perfect guidance from now onwards, which topic to select, which topic to remove from your preparation. Okay, and again in TS SPDCL and AP GENCO fault analysis was not there. So AP GENCO 2012 fault analysis was not there. Maybe TS GENCO, upcoming TS GENCO fault analysis may be there or may not be there. So you have to prepare, but this is just for your idea. So if in AP GENCO in 2012 they gave red, means it is not there, fault analysis means, I don't suggest that you should stop preparing, but you have to prepare. But just for your information, for your idea, I am giving you all this breakup and all. Again, protection, protective relaying and circuit breakers, as usual it is there for all the exams. It is there. Transmission and distribution, it is there for all exams. And again, coming to circuits, next area is circuits. In circuits you have two basic areas. One is DC circuits, or you can also call it BEE, basic electrical engineering, and another one is AC circuits. So basically DC circuits or basic electrical engineering is not there for, you see, TS TRANSCO, AP TRANSCO, TS NPDCL. It was not there. While in TS SPDCL and AP GENCO it was there. Okay, and AC circuits is there in everywhere. Again, AC circuits is there for TS SPDCL also. It is not red, it is green only. So AC circuits is common for all the exams. Again, analog. Now next area is measuring instruments. In measuring instruments you are having four subtopics. One is analog instruments, next one is bridges, and then you have digital meters and CRO, transducers and sensors. Transducers and sensors is another area. So right, now we will talk about power system has been completed, circuits is completed, measuring instruments is our topic of interest. Measuring instruments, you have analog instruments. In analog instrument, you will generally study about MC instruments, PMMC, dynamometer type instruments, MI instruments, power factor meter, all these meters, ohm meters. Everything will be included in analog instruments and it is there for all the examinations. It was given for all the examination. Next, coming to bridges. Bridges was not there for, it was not at all there in sub-engineering syllabus actually. Okay. This is should be red color. Okay, bridges is not there in any sub-engineering syllabus. So this is one point to be noted, because many students will be asking me, sir, bridges, should we prepare bridges for sub-engineer or not? Now confidently I can tell that you need not prepare bridges. Basically, this is a little bit confusing and difficult topic in bridges. So bridges is not there for sub-engineer. You need not worry about that. If it is, it will be there for AE, assistant engineer exam. Compulsory bridges will be there. Next, digital meters and CRO. So digital meters and CRO, it was there in TSSPDCL and AP GENCO 2012. TSSPDCL 2016 and AP GENCO 2012. See, if you compare all the syllabus, here I am having 5 syllabus: TS TRANSCO, AP TRANSCO, TS NPDCL, TS SPDCL, AP GENCO. Out of these 5, which is most heavy syllabus means TS SPDCL is first heavy syllabus, heaviest syllabus for sub-engineer exam. Next heavy is GENCO. Why? Because GENCO is having some GENCO specific topics. And which syllabus was much easier, much easier means TS TRANSCO 2018 and TS NPDCL 2018 was much easier. So again, next area is digital meters and CRO. It was there in GENCO and TS SPDCL. Next, transducers and sensors. So this was there again in TS SPDCL and GENCO, but again in TRANSCO, NPDCL, AP and TS was not there. It was not there. Red color is there. Okay. Next, utilization. Now utilization is another headache area. Of course, it is easy, but it is little bit a dry area. A lot of theory to be studied. So traction was not there in earlier TS TRANSCO, AP TRANSCO and TS NPDCL. But in TS SPDCL and AP GENCO, traction was asked. Electric traction. Again, illumination is common. Everywhere illumination is there. It is there in SSC JE, it is there in JLM. It is there in AE also. Next is drives. Drives is also common. Heating and welding is common. It is there in all the exams. Next area vachesi electronics. Now we have to talk about electronics. So electronics lo we have the first topic is basic analog electronics. So basic analog electronics means we have to study about different types of diodes. We have to study basics of semiconductor physics like p-n junction formation, doping, intrinsic semiconductors, leakage current, so on and so forth. And then you have to study about the transistors. So using a transistor, how you can operate it as a switch, BJT, you can operate it as an amplifier, and then you have to study about FET, UJT, this kind of other 3-terminal devices. And also you have to study about amplifier, using as a large signal amplifiers, basically large signal amplifier analysis, and oscillators. These things will be there. So these are about basic analog electronics. And this particular syllabus was asked in TS SPDCL and GENCO. You see, again, it was not there in basic analog. It was not there in TRANSCO NPDCL. It was not there earlier. Again, when you talk about digital electronics, again TS SPDCL and AP GENCO. In AP GENCO 2012, digital electronics part was there. Again, coming to power electronics was there in TS SPDCL. So this is green actually. Okay. So power electronics was asked only in TS SPDCL. So basics of power electronics only. Okay. And then microcontrollers 8051. This was asked purely in TS SPDCL only. You see here TS SPDCL. So only in TS SPDCL you are having microcontrollers. Again, you have next topic is automation. Automation means about PLC and all these kind of ladder circuits. These small things are there. That was asked in TS SPDCL. Again, next area is installation and estimation. So installation and estimation is generally a diploma subject only. So in that you have electrical wiring and you have estimation also. The electrical wiring and estimation, basically installation and estimation, was there in only TS SPDCL. Not asked in AP GENCO, not asked in TRANSCOs and NPDCLs also. Only TS SPDCL it was asked. Others, batteries is there common for everybody. And next is GENCO specific topics. So these were not there for any others. Only in AP GENCO it was seen. So general mechanical engineering, basically diploma second year topic, mechanical guys ka. So general mechanical engineering. So if you are targeting for TS GENCO or AP GENCO, because we can expect notifications in TS GENCO and AP GENCO. So again, go back to your diploma books, catch this general mechanical engineering and just go through them once for GENCO guys. And again, you have another topic called as information technology. So basically, information technology is being asked even now in Telangana or AP, where you are having this 20 marks general part B, section B of the question paper. Generally, you have 80 marks of technical, 20 marks of non-technical, right? In the non-technical portion, you are having computer fundamentals or computer knowledge. So basically, the same thing is there in GENCO as a full topic in section A only. In technical paper only it was given. So basically, in information technology, they have asked questions mainly on MS Office based questions only. So it is more about MS Office, means MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, these things were there. Next, IME, that was generally your diploma final year topic, I think, industrial management and entrepreneurship. So again, you have to revisit your diploma books. So all the students who have done the diploma are eligible for these exams, and all the sources you have, all your diploma textbooks are there with you, except this one topic is extra. So for this you can prepare somehow, that's not a big deal. But again, extra what you have to catch means from the mainstream preparation, industrial management and entrepreneurship, general mechanical engineering, installation and estimation, wiring, microcontrollers, automation, these are the things that you have to catch extra. Because apart from that, almost all the things you'll be studying for every other exam, not just sub-engineer. Even if you're preparing for SSC, JE or AE or any other exams, generally you come through these topics. But some topics which are fringe areas where generally people don't come through are these areas, like GENCO specific topics are there. So PDF of this syllabus analysis will be provided maybe after tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Check back to the same video in this video description box. Link will be provided for download of this same syllabus analysis thing, because that will be very much helpful to make decision which areas to focus on, which areas to little bit you can spare, like that. Okay. So okay, we are done with the syllabus analysis part of this particular session.